Yes.
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, Avi.
Happy Veterans Day to all
Happy-
you veterans. Thank you for your service. What do we have here?
A bunch of blue cells. Okay.
Do they look like fried eggs, perhaps?
They do. Look a
They're
lot like.
the nuclei are in the center of the cells.
Very monotonous. Yes, they do look like fried eggs.
Mast cells. Mast
Mast
cytoma.
cells. Okay. So what's this?
A mastocytoma.
The big old mastocytoma. Okay. And if you were to scratch this, what clinical finding would you see?
Barrier sign.
What's Derrier sign?
So basically it initially looks just like a brownish like plaque, and then you scratch it and it urticates, or sometimes like even blisters.
Good. What about these?
These also look like mast cells.
Good. Good. Mast cells and eosinophils. Now, notice what's different about the way these mast cells look.
I feel like a nuclei are more like I guess less dense. I don't know.
Yeah, they almost kind of have a nucleus reminiscent of what you would expect in what other cell? Can torture this into the nucleus of a histiocyte even with this nuclei. But what's giving it away to you that it's a mast cell?
To me, it was that it was in the center of the cell, but is it the size of the cell?
What's in the cytoplasm?
Oh, granules?
Granules. Look how granular they are.
Yeah.
All the program. And now, if you wanted to prove that they're mast cells, what could we do?
Seeing them.
With what?
You have
Depends
special
on-
stains.
Yeah, special stains.
Oh, special stains, as opposed to extra special stains.
Well, it depends on whether you want to choose one for something that's degranulated or not, Avi.
Ah, so which ones are we gonna do?
Leader you can do for granulated mast cells. There's toluidine blue, which you cannot. There's CD not 207, 117 that you cannot.
117. Wait, 117. You can't do it for degranulated mast
Oh no,
cells?
yeah, you can for that one. You can't do it for
And why can we?
It's just c-kit.
yeah, it's just
like the
CCAT.
receptor. I don't know. It has nothing to do with the
Exactly.
granules.
It's not gonna be released in the granules. It's a transmembrane protein.
And
So
then
it's
we
always
missed
gonna
one
be a
more.
mast cell.
Genes,
Yeah.
Being cell? What about tryptase?
yeah, the mast cell tryptase.
And is that gonna be granulation dependent or not?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Very good. Not expecting you to get the diagnosis, but just describe to me what you see.
This very thick, clonified stuff.
Yeah.
There's no cells here. Just
So what layer is this
Conified.
to the skin?
stratum corneum.
Stratum corneum. If I told you this was a fetal biopsy,
Holocornictiosis.
Harlequin ichthyosis. Okay, and by the way, what's in Harlequin ichthyosis? What is this structure, by the way? What's being dilated here?
Is that a hair follicle?
You would think, right? They're not.
Some sort of gland?
What gland coils through the stratum corneum?
Is it like acrosyringium or?
Yeah, it's an acrosyringium. They're extremely You see these extremely dilated acrosyringiums. What's the mutation here?
ABC or I forget for like Harlequin. I thought it was like
ABC, C,
6.
ABCA 6. Okay, what is ABCA 6?
Some protein C kinase something 6.
It's
think
a
Binding consent.
membrane cassette bound ATPase transport, which does what?
Transports lipids,
Into the formation of
the stratum corneum, or
Body.
lamellar bodies. And it does it right over here at this layer. These are where the ABCA 6 are, and they're right at the granular cornified junction. And they're the defect. They're responsible for making the importance of the lamellar bodies. You have defective lamellar bodies in this disease, in Harlequin ichthyosis. And you don't have an intact, you actually, despite all the cornification, it's actually, unfortunately, permeable. What about if this were lamellar ichthyosis? What would be the #1 mutation?
TGM1.
UGM1. Okay, good. You see it? See it now?
Elastolysis is like or elastin breaking down, or
Elastin. Why do I even see the elastin? It's an H&E. Why do I see it so clearly? I'm so clumpy.
because it's fragmenting and calcifying.
Calcifying, yes. Has that purplish look to it. It's starting to calcify. Kind of like something that looks like this. You see it very easily now, right?
Some purple pubes.
Now it's easy to see. But you should be able to see it when the background collagen is in the way and it's more red, it's more eosinophilic. So that's what it looks like. So what is the diagnosis?
Is it pseudoxanthoma elasticum?
Pseudoxanthoma elasticum. Okay. And what should we do with this patient? They have pseudoxanthoma elasticum.
Consult some other folks.
Check the
Okay,
heart.
we're gonna... Heart,
Uh,
okay. Why heart?
Mitral valve prolapse, aortic root dilation, or aortic rupture.
Okay.
I think they also have like eye issues or some stuff.
What kind of eye issues?
Angioid streaks. I don't know if that's actually a problem, but it's like what's happening in
Calcification of
Membrane.
membrane.
Bruch's membrane. Remember the calcification of Bruch's membrane? Anyway. So you got to go to ophtho and you got to go to cardio. Who's
Wait,
a famous doc?
what about GI? Don't they get something also with the gastrointestinal tract?
Like gastric artery hemorrhage or something.
Yeah.
I don't think we refer to GI for that though. For gastric artery hemorrhage. Not sure, because I don't think they're gonna like what are they gonna do? They're gonna find the gastric artery with a scope. Anyway, and I'm not sure what they would do with it even if they saw it through a scope. But yeah, so you guys got it. Okay, by the way, incidental trivia. Name one famous dermatologist who described PXE, contributed to its discovery.
Is it Dr.
Probably Leadwell.
Dr. Lebwall. Very good.
I think there's a picture with he's cited there. It's his picture in Olicon.
Oh, that's awesome. Good. Representing. I like it.
It looks like the Trillium corneum's like a little thicker and denser.
Any para?
No.
No pair.
No, no para. So what are we missing?
Oh, a granular layer.
A granular layer. It's gone.
So absent granular layer, no para. You have ichthyosis vulgaris,
Ichthyosis vulgaris. What's the mutation there?
filaggrin.
Filaggrin. No one's gonna tunnel vision.
It looks like a nothing pattern.
Nothing pattern.
Hmm.
Could be a lot of things pattern. Some superficial perivascular
Okay.
in some cases. But the point is, and in fact, these lesions can have a lot of different things going on, which is why it's important to not tunnel vision.
Oh, it's porokeratosis. I see
Yes.
corner lamellae at the
Very
yeah.
good. Here, here, and also here. See the dead reds? See the cornoid lamella, dead reds. Cornoid lamella, dead reds. What about this?
Subcorneal pustule.
Subcorneal? Well, kind of going it in the different layers of the epidermis. And there's what kind of cells? There's also, what kind of cells are we seeing over here? Like, what about here, here?
EOS.
Any other things we're seeing?
Diskeratotic keratinocytes.
There are just keratotic keratinocytes.
Yeah, right there, and then to the left.
And any other pattern we're seeing?
Spongiosis.
Spongiosis. So you have eosinophilic spongiosis with dead reds. They're also kind of whirling around over here. They're doing the whirly.
Oh, incontinentia pigmenti.
IP. What stage of IP is this?
Vesicular.
Vesicular.
The vesicular stage. This patient got diagnosed with IP vesicular stage. They got lost to follow-up. They come back. We have no record. And then they get another biopsy. Looks like this.
The verrucous stage.
The verrucous stage. Notice you still have the dead reds. And some of them are still doing the whirly. See that? Guess what happens? What do you think happened to this patient? They got lost to follow up again. But then they came back. And there's no record, so they got another biopsy. It looks like this. And someone kind of left this biopsy out, so it's a little faded, but
This is a hyperpigmented stage of
yes.
It-
Hyperpigmented stage of IP. Notice you still see the dead reds doing the whirly. And here's your spongiosis, and here's your pigment dropout. Good.
Is there any I was on to Elsing and I didn't see any hypopigmented stage, so it just would look the same without the pigment dropout, or
The hypopig, you're talking about the fourth stage?
yeah.
That's, yeah, it's not just hypopigmented, it's also atrophic.
Oh,
And
okay.
the findings could be also very not more non-specific in that. This is probably why you don't have any in your question bank. Or any classic examples. All right. Punch biopsy. What do you see?
So I see like some space between the collagens and their lower like a mid-dermis. I don't know if that's an artifact or
Collagen looks pretty fine.
Is the papillary dermis very pale?
Papillary, well, in this case, in some cases there could be some edema, but no, it's not not a whole lot of edema in the papillary dermis here. There is something in the papillary dermis. There is something in superficial perivascular infiltrate and papillary dermis.
Yeah.
There's something here. Here.
Those mast cells.
Those are mast cells. It's like a superficial perivascular infiltrate, but you're like, wait a minute, these don't quite look like lymphocytes. There's just a bit too much cytoplasm, but are they plasma cells? No, they don't quite look like plasma cells either, but wait a minute. They're mast cells. What's going on here?
Well, like some mastocytoma.
What
of
kind? What kind of
specific thing,
mastocytosis?
yeah. So it's the one that's in adults, it's like TMAP.
Yes, TMAP. What is TMAP?
Telangiectatic mastoerythematosus perstans.
Actually, telangiectasia macularis
Macularis.
person, but close enough. Okay, so you got but and again, what can you stain?
All our usual mast cell stains.
Good job, great answer.
Our special
Later
stains.
seems,
We're gonna use our extra.
The
special.
ones that elucidate more.
There you go. I will say my personal favorite stain is the leader stain. It's nice and red, crisp, bright. But apparently, supposedly preparation of the stain is a carcinogen and give people cancer. But I like it anyway, so too bad. Anyway, just kidding. What do
All
we
that
see
like
here?
calcium or
Quite a bit of calcium. What else do we see?
some superficial. Oh, that's elastin stuff like PXC looking.
PXC stuff. In fact, there's a lot. It's kind of like.
Is this PXC?
And by the way, notice how much the artifact works. Look at this. What happened?
When it was cutting, it caused a huge tear.
Scraped it. Scraped that tissue. What if I told you this was from the belly button?
Omphalymph?
A what?
An omphalymph?
No. What? Look at the what kind of skin color do you think this patient is? Is this skin color?
Oh, dark?
Yes.
Is this the perforating calcific elastic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Perforating calcific elastolysis, otherwise known as periumbilical PXE.
Avi, would we only be able to really kind of know that if we knew that it was from the belly button?
You probably you need some history, or you can get a cut with the perforation. But they probably would give
Okay.
you more than that. Do I think they would make you look at the pigment and judge skin color to make the association that it commonly happens in African Americans? I don't think they'll do you that hard. but you never know.
Oh, it'd be rude.
I know, right?
Some parakeratosis with it's like degeneration in the epidermal layer, like this acantholysis, or
Like someone took a shotgun to the granular layer.
oh, buckshot scatter.
Not buckshot. Someone took a shotgun and blew holes in the granular layer.
Oh,
Is it epidermolytic hyperkeratosis?
Yes, EHK. Very
Hmm.
good. And where do we most commonly see EHK?
PPK.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, homoplantar keratoderma.
Where do we most commonly see EHK?
Oh,
Completely incidental. Completely normal. What about if the baby is born with a colloidal membrane? What are we going to be worried about then? With
Like
EHK?
bolus ectheosis to every third derma.
Congenital both ichthyosiform erythroderma, yes. And this?
there are some weird looking stuff in the dermis.
There's weird stuff in here. I like it.
Brown,
Banana.
well, banana. Oh, this
Oh,
ochronosis?
Ochronosis. Yes. How do you get ochronosis?
Hydroquinone or from alkaptonuria.
Okay. And in alkaptonuria, why do we get ochronosis in alkaptonuria?
It's like autosomal recessive homogeo, like HGO. If it was in a lineup, I'd be able to pick it out.
I know you would. Yeah, it's HGD, homogentisate 1,2-dioxygenase.
Exactly.
Exactly. And then you get the buildup of yeah. So okay, so you get and then you have, so these are like, they're been kind of like, some people describe these as like
Banana bodies.
bananas. Yeah, exactly. So you'll drive, if that helps you, you can use that. They're like these yellowish, brownish yellow, kind of rotten bananas, if you ask me.
I don't know. That's kind of like a good banana for baking.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I don't know. We have different types of bananas here in Dermpath, actually. Sometimes the bananas get like this. It's not good. All right.
Yeah, these are my bananas.
Yeah, exactly. These are the Jonas bananas. Completely rotten. You could actually say that to Dr. Needy. Just say, I'll give you an ochronotic banana. Guess that.
The nuclei look pale.
Okay.
Agreed.
What's going on?
Necrotic keratinocytes.
Oh, they're not necrotic.
We are pale.
Yeah. Have this bluish hue to it, right?
Oh, is it EDV?
Yes. Epidermal dysplasia versiformis.
Let's go.
Very all right. What are the mutations associated with EDB?
ERC. Oh, no. It's Ever 1 and Ever 2.
EVER 1 and EVER 2.
Let's go.
All right. All right. Because it's Veterans Day, we're actually, this is the last slide, actually, so we blew through it. But here is a little bit of a more difficult one. So let's see if you guys can get it.
There's like some focal, is that para? I can't tell. It's like kind of looks
Yeah,
like
there's
nuclei.
para.
Okay, like a little, not super dark, but
There's hyperkeratosis and para. Sure, over here. Here there isn't.
underneath
And
that there's like a infiltrate.
there is an infiltrate.
It's just like
What's
glimpse.
the size of the epidermis here with when there's no parent infiltrate versus the size of the epidermis here where there is?
Thicker.
Yeah.
Say it again, I didn't hear.
It was thicker on
Thicker.
the side with or without the infiltrate.
Thicker here. This is all thicker, and this is atrophic. There's an atrophic epidermis here
Ooh.
in the area with the para and the infiltrate. And you can see lymphocytes. Sometimes you can see histiocytes here. Another finding that's been described is sometimes you can see dilated vessels in this area.
Hmm.
Can occur on the dorsum of the feet.
His
And
Flegel's disease.
Flegels! Great job.
Oh, Plagels. Wow. Okay.
Hyperkeratosis lenticularis perstans, otherwise known as Flegels. Wow, great job, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys off early because it's Veterans Day, but wow, great. Glad you got that one. Awesome. Awesome job.
Good job, Nick. Thank you,
Mhm.
Avi.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
So-
Maybe.